Hi there. So I actually started to film this episode in the living room, which I usually don't do because the lighting in there is terrible. But my room was a complete mess, and so I thought it'd be comparatively better. So I had set my camera up and was starting to film, but then Ed came in looking for a book, and I invited him to join the video. Well, that was great until a little ways in. We heard Fran calling for him, and I did not want to deal with that mess. She'd probably ask me to play with little Harry again. So I was out of there as quick as I could, but I accidentally left the camera on, and I got some interesting stuff.
Oh, there you are. Didn't you hear me calling? It's polite to answer, you know. It's like Mom and I never taught you any manners.
I'm sorry, I didn't hear you until you just came in. I was reading.
Well, that's all very interesting, I'm sure, but I have something important to discuss with you.
What is it?
We need to talk about the money situation.
The money situation? Of what? Mine?
Of course not. About John's inheritance and his sisters?
Oh, I can't say I really have any actual influence on any decisions, but I could give my advice on whatever ideas you have.
Well, initially John said we should give them almost $200,000. It's ridiculous! What could he possibly have been thinking? He'd be practically robbing our son of his inheritance. It's not like these people have a claim to the money. I mean, they're half-sisters. That's hardly related. I said to John, why ruin yourself and poor little Harry for people who hardly have any affection for you, or you for them?
I wouldn't say there's no affection. They just haven't had a chance to get to know each other well. And besides, didn't John's father ask him to help Mrs. Dashwood and the girls?
The man was on his deathbed. I don't think he knew what he was talking about. And even if he did, surely he did not mean that much.
Did he give John a particular amount?
No, he said something like, help keep them comfortable. John said he made him promise, and now he has to fulfill his promise.
Well, it sounds like he's pretty obligated then. It's not like you can go against a promise you made to your dying father. And besides, they're great people and could really use a break.
I'm sure we'll do something for them, but it doesn't have to be so much. I mean, that is a lot of money that John and I wouldn't get back, that our son wouldn't get. We have to think of Harry and his future.
Well, what else were you planning on giving them?
Next, John said maybe we could reduce it to around $30,000, but then give the girls some sort of bonus when their mother dies, and in the meantime, give her an annuity. I said, who knows how long she'll live? I mean, we could be completely taken in. Remember how much trouble Mom had with annuities when her parents passed away?
I guess so.
It was awful. It was like her money wasn't her own anymore. I mean, there was all these constant claims on it, and people receiving annuities feel so secure, and they're hardly even grateful.
I don't see the Dashwoods ever being ungrateful.
Well, anyway, I think we settled down to a decision that will benefit both parties. John will just give them what he can when he can. Just help them out a little bit here and there.
I don't see that being more convenient for anyone. It's just not practical. What with bills and taxes?
Oh, I'm sure all that will be fine. That's what accountants are for. I mean, just think how helpful this will be for them. If they got a larger income, they would adjust, and they would not end up with any more money saved at the end of the year than they would on a smaller income. This way, they'll just get a nice little bonus here and there.
I can't say I really agree, but it's not my money to handle. I just hope that you help them like you say that you will.
Of course. John will keep his promise. Everyone wins. I don't think his father meant anything about money anyway. Surely he just meant help them relocate, send them gifts, that sort of thing. Just small ways. This way, they'll be getting money on top of that. I mean, what more could they possibly want or expect?
I'm sure they'll be living in the laps of luxury.
Mm-hmm. I hope Eleanor isn't packing this china. I specifically said not to. I mean, why would they even take it? It's not like it will look good anywhere they'll be living.